Hold on. That sounded that sounded weird. The good male
Sexist about
trolls.
trolls.
I meant like the trolls that they specifically marketed to young men or children, boys. The
The treasure troll.
no, they weren't just the treasure.
The ones
trolls.
with long, colorful hair.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. They had the treasure trolls, the ones that they made a killing off the calendars. I think they still make troll calendars.
Oh, I don't remember that. To me, treasure trolls were little dudes with long hair. And they'd have little gems for their belly buttons. I think you were supposed to rub their gems for a wish or something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's some schoolyard tales. And they had fabric clothes. You could change their clothes like a doll. And then they also had smaller ones that were made of a hard rubber. They weren't posable or anything.
No.
And they all had different costumes. I remember I had one who had like overalls with his little hands in his little pockets. I think my aunt gave that to me because she said I always had my hands in my pockets.
Okay.
And I think I had another one that was like a kind of Batman looking. Like he wore a purple and gray costume instead of like a dark blue and gray costume.
Yeah. They're kind of like Barbies in a way.
Kinda.
Just dress them up.
Yeah.
Good for any occasion. They just got crazy hair that you can do limited things with, but it feels like you can do whatever you want with them. But I'm talking about the cool trolls, Sebastian.
What are the cool trolls?
They were
Like Ernest Scared Stupid trolls?
no. These were called stone protectors.
Ooh.
They had 4 of them. They were
They were like a super team?
yeah. They wore, bulked up outfits.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't catch any of them half naked with little gems in their belly buttons. I think
Did they have
had
gems?
Sorry?
Did they have gems?
They did, but more in the way that like Iron Man's suit has the
like in the middle of his chest.
middle of a chest, and they were like a different stone, and they each had a
okay.
different stone, and they had to protect them. I think. In a way.
I was assuming that maybe they were the guardians of all the treasure trolls.
Probably something like
these
that.
chubby little cute ones with the gems in their bellies. They're like, we're here to save the day.
Something like that, I think.
We're the guardians of the gems, or whatever it was you said.
Stone protectors.
Stone protectors.
Yeah. Well, one of them had sunglasses, a mohawk. They had different tools.
Different hairstyles too,
Yeah,
not
they
just
could
the
do-
standard.
Exactly. Grappling hook trolls. It was a big thing, and that you could be a young boy growing up and feel proud to own a stone protector.
I'm assuming you were one of these people.
I was. I owned that. I owned. Yeah, there were a lot of male versions of girl toys that were
That
put
you
out.
had.
Yeah, because they put out Polly Pockets, and then it's like we need something for the men.
Mighty Max.
Mighty
was
Max
that it?
came out.
Yeah.
They had Pound Puppies. It's like we need something for the men, so they came out with Pooch Patrol. They're gonna guard you in your sleep.
Oh, I think I had one of those. It was like a little stuffed dog, and you could roll up his lips so he'd show his teeth.
Yeah, you roll up his lips and you bring down his brow.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those. I really liked him. I called him. I don't know if this was like part of the marketing and I adopted it and just went with it, or if I made it up myself. I called him Boomer
Okay.
because I said he was. I think that was it. That they were super dogs in some way, right?
Well, they would. I guess I don't know if there's a cartoon show after them, and they did
No,
that, but in the
just
commercials-
in the TV commercials.
All I remember is a burglar dressed in burglar attire trying
that's
to break
right,
in.
that's right.
And he saw that dog.
And it was
and
like,
was
oh, boy.
I'm not messing at this place.
Yeah, there's a stuffed dog showing its teeth.
Yeah.
Forget this. Mine, I called him Boomer, and I said it was because he was so fast he could make a sonic boom. So I called my little dog Boomer.
Pretty good.
I eventually got a little raccoon,
Oh man.
and I said he could fly by wiggling his tail. I totally now, in retrospect, I was about to think like, where did I get that logic from? Super Mario 3. That's where I got that logic from.
Yeah. But as long as you thought it was original,
Wow.
then that's all you.
I've,
Maybe you're influenced by things, but
yeah.
yeah. So good stuff like that. Ooh, also, sorry, real quick. Someone makes a easy bake oven. Boom, we got an answer for that. Creepy crawlers. I made a killing off creepy crawlers in elementary
Yeah, you were one
school.
of those kids who like sold your creepy crawlers for $1 or $2, huh?
I knew when to do it too. Is hot dog day.
Halloween? Oh, hot dog day.
We had a hot dog day and pizza day in elementary school. So right after the parents give the kids the money.
Yeah.
This is the racket. This is the great thing about it. Parents are going to give.
Here's the skinny. The parents give the kids the money, and I get the change.
Exactly. It's safe to talk about now, but I do remember. I told my mom, it's like, today's the day, Mom. You don't have to give me any money. I'm going to make all the money I need. because I spent the night before just making tons of trays of creepy crawlers.
All kinds of green scorpions and red spiders.
Even, for a little extra, the premium crawlers, you get 2 colors.
Ooh.
Anyway, put all this stuff in little bags, little baggies,
Yeah.
and I bring it to school. After everyone pays for their hot dog, their parents give them like $10. Hot dogs don't cost that much. And then it's like, hey,
I like how you're telling me this, like, and here's the thing. Hot dogs are not costing anyone $10.
no, the parents know there's going to be change, is the thing, but they just assume their kids are going to break. Because what are the kids going to buy? They're at school. There's nothing to buy. And I come in, I sell
Black
off
market
all
spiders.
my creepy crawlers,
Yeah.
all my scorpions, all my spiders, all my centipedes. They're gone, and I have just pockets full of change. I'm making a killing. And
How much you making, really?
Probably like $8, $9. Who knows?
It's enough.
Quarters here.
It's enough for lunch.
Maybe someone has $1, and I'm like, well, I don't have any change. I'm sorry. I'll give you a few extra creepy crawlers. I remember there being a lot of angry parents. I think some.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some kid came back the next day with the creepy crawlers and
My
said,
kids
my
returned
mom wants the money back. And I was like, no refunds. I didn't bring that change. I was smart enough to leave that change at home.
Yeah.
So, it didn't last too long, but I got a couple of good weeks out of it.
Did you get in trouble? Did the principal tell you to stop selling your creepy crawlers?
It's a free market, I think. I'm not doing it on. I guess I am doing it on school grounds, but I'm doing it out on the playground.
Yeah.
And that's anything goes on the playground.
Now, playground rules.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Matthew, I like how you weren't greedy about it. You weren't like, yeah, Mom, I'll take money for lunch and I'll make money. You're like, save your money. Matthew's got it today.
Yeah, I'm bringing home the bacon.
My lunch is on me today.
Yeah, basically.
So, speaking of lunch, Matthew,
Yeah.
what did you think of your burger today?
Well, I wanted to like it, and I didn't. Didn't like
really?
it that much. It was the baby arugula.
The baby arugula ruined it for you.
It did.
Is what
it
you're
did.
trying to tell me.
Yeah, and the bun was not. It was beautiful looking. Didn't taste anything special.
It was a great looking bun.
I really wanted your mashed potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought my fries were nothing to boast about.
No, I had a couple of them, and they were fine.
Yeah.
They honestly weren't much better than LaFleur's fries. They were probably right around, maybe even worse than LaFleur's fries.
Yeah. No, definitely. I don't think there are any, but I didn't add any salt to them. Maybe that was the
Okay.
thing. Maybe I'm still weaning off of that, so I need to not judge that too harshly. But
Listeners, please factor that in.
yeah, the burger itself is a little dry. Actually, very dry.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put anything in there. The cheese and the meat juice was probably the only satisfaction that my mouth had.
I mean, I will say I didn't enjoy my burger that much either.
Okay.
This burger came as a suggestion. It's a well reviewed restaurant and what have you. You may see their ads in the metro. They seem to be really pushing this place, but the burger itself, I bit into it, and the beef patty, it wasn't that moist. It wasn't very tender at all. It felt like like a finely cut steak and not minced meat turned into a patty. Like it was a lot of pieces in there. It was okay. It didn't taste that great. The naan bread I was really excited about, but the naan bread felt like a store-bought naan and not any kind of fresh naan, that they just cut a little circle of a store-bought naan. The mushroom was fine. The tomato confit was fine, but they weren't saving the day. Because at the end of the day, it's the patty that should be the star of the burger. The rest is window dressing just to help everything out. And I wasn't crazy about this burger.
Okay. Are we gonna rate these now?
I think I'm ready to rate my burger.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, I do. If you're ready, if you know what you want to give it.
I think I'm gonna give this burger only a 5.5.
Ah, yes.
It was fine. It was like, it was all right. No, I'm going back. I'm going down to a 5.
Good.
It was fine. I didn't love it. The bun, I probably would have been happier with the bun you got on your burger. The mushrooms and tomato were good. The baby arugula, I quite like actually, arugula. And the patty was certainly nothing to write home about. It was a little dry, but it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't, I wasn't upset about it. But I also will probably never go back again for a burger. It's sad to say that the mashed potatoes were the highlight of the meal. At an old fashioned, it was pretty darn good. The last sip really, really hit the spot. But aside from that, I don't think I could give this burger more than a 5. 5 on 10.
Yep. I was bouncing around that area.
Mm-hmm.
The 4.5s to the 5.5s. Even, tickling the 5 right there. Just wondering, maybe I'm going to give it a solid rating. But I don't think it deserves a solid rating. I'm going to give it a 4.5. Too dry. The illusion of a great burger, which turned out to be just a subpar burger. Especially
gorgeous bun. Really
gorgeous.
appealing looking bun.
Yeah. I mean, it's be good in pictures,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not doing anything for my tongue, my taste buds. They're not having any of it, and I think definitely for the price, this is not doing it for me. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Maybe next time I'll say no, baby arugula. I don't know if there will be a next time.
So Matthew, you might say that it was all filler, no killer.
I might say that.
That maybe you bit into that burger and you realized that you got in too deep.
Yes. I bit a little too hard even, and I got a fat lip.
Oh, all right.
And so completes my knowledge of
Some 41
songs. I don't think I know any others.
So Matthew, last week, I tried something new. I did a Facebook advertisement.
Yes.
Specifically in the Montreal area for people under the age of 40, just to try and see if we could get, more people to discover our podcasts. And we got more likes on our post than usual, but it seems very suspicious.
That's what I thought. I think we both had the same comment about it. I think when I messaged you, you were on board with what I was thinking.
I probably spent like $10 on this advertising campaign.
Yeah.
It was really just to see, it was just to scope it out, see what it's like.
Yeah.
But it would seem to me that I'm getting a bunch of likes from what appears to be fake accounts. I want to say the name was Danielle Willette, whose profile consists entirely of Carey Price photos from when he was younger. So they look like these weird, candid, young photos of Carey Price. And I guess this is what Danielle Willette is supposed to look like. But you ain't fooling me. I'm a Canadiens fan. I recognize the young Carey Price. And then I look at this profile a bit to be like, what is this deal? Is this just someone who's a big fan of Carey Price? All of his profile pics are different pictures of Carey Price. And this profile only seems to have existed for a year. And the only activity it seems to have is that it changed its profile pictures and cover photos. Facebook, I'm calling you out. I think you're charging people for counterfeit likes.
Yeah.
And this is a dirty, dirty scam. Facebook, I'm calling you out.
Yeah. They're not even doing it in a clever. They're not even putting in the effort they need. Because when I make fake accounts, I'll make other fake accounts to become friends with that other fake account. And you start a whole network of fake people. Eventually, that one person you started with, they're starting to be fleshed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Facebook, I saw names that I can't pronounce, which that's fine. People out there have weird names. Some of them, but I look at the pictures, the one photo, and it might be of a blurry image and then maybe a dog in the background and no other photos. Many photos were like that. Many names were unpronounceable. A lot of them didn't have anything on their pages. Pretty much just like what you said. They changed their profile picture. They were
a lot of illegitimate looking Facebook profiles.
And why would a group? Why would a fake ad? Sorry, what am I saying? Let me start over. Why would a fake account like something that was shown to them? They wouldn't unless it was Facebook just, making a killing off of your $10.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I pay $10. Someone else pays $10. It's a big old scam. So what we're asking you